So, hi Tyler, I'm Ramona.
Nice to meet you. I'm Tyler.
Um, so I want to thank you for coming in today. I
Yeah.
know sometimes these things can be a challenge. So, I have to tell you, I have paper from the college, some paperwork from the college,
Okay.
but it's my policy that I don't read the assessments or I don't read the report
hmm
until I actually meet with the client.
Okay.
So, why don't you tell me a little bit about what's been going on?
So, I turned 21 about 4 months ago, and I attend VCU, by Richmond,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
and I got in trouble about 2 weeks ago for I was throwing this party and we were drinking,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not like an alcoholic or nothing. Like I yeah, like we'll have like a drink like on the weekends, like after like a week of school, like no big
So
deal.
you see drinking as more of
Like
like a stress release
no,
or
not really. Like I guess like kind of, but like I don't know. Like it's just more like everyone else does it. Like what like we're all legal. It's all legal at the end of the day. Like we're all 21. It's not like I'm 20 and underage drinking. Like
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I mean it's nice at the end of the week to like sit down and I mean yeah like I'll may have like a couple of drinks, but it's not like I'm getting like like wasted completely. So I mean, yeah, I'll get
So
drunk a
you see
little bit.
yourself, you're an adult.
Yeah, I'm an
You're in
adult.
college. You're
I can make
responsible for yourself. You
exactly.
can make your decisions.
Yeah,
Um, so
but what happened? So this is what happened at the school. This is why they got end up getting involved.
all right.
About 2 weeks ago, I was throwing this. I was throwing a party. And it was my party.
Mm-hmm. So it
Hold on,
was in
hold
you.
on, hold on. Before I continue with the story, like we're this just stays with us, right?
Yeah. So this is completely confidential. It's kind of like that saying, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." So it's the
Okay.
same thing here. Whatever you choose to tell me,
Okay.
stays between us. It doesn't go anywhere else.
Yeah. So we were throwing this party. Everyone was above age. It was in my dorm
Uh-huh.
room. The music wasn't loud. Nothing was happening. We were just hanging out. There was like some Coronas out. We were just having a couple of beers here and
Okay.
there. It was a Friday night. We just finished our nice like our long week of school
Uh-huh.
and we were drinking.
Uh-huh.
And they came in, and when they came in, I didn't really see what the problem is. There's no
Who
rule.
who came in?
It was the dorm manager.
Oh, like a senior in
Yeah,
residence or a
yeah.
person like that.
So
Yeah.
he's basically Mr. Craig. He's in control of the that's his dorm
I
room
understand.
essentially.
Yes.
So he came in, he saw what was happening, and he came around. He didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. Like he saw we were above age. He didn't see anyone too badly off. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but and so he didn't make it seem like it was a big deal. And next thing you know, there were cops showing up. There was the dean showing up.
Wow.
Like there was so it ended up and we ended up getting so I had the choice and they were trying to get us for public intoxication and
So just for a second here. So tell me how what were you feeling at that point when
I
that was
mean
going
I
on?
was at that moment I was like excuse my language but I was like oh shit like this is serious
Yes.
like it's but at the same time I didn't do anything illegal like
Yeah.
there was the reason why we didn't get in trouble because there are no rules that say we aren't allowed to
I see.
we're not allowed to drink outside of
Okay.
like outside of but
Sure.
but the way the rules are stated we're allowed to drink within a closed area and the door was closed.
Okay.
It wasn't like I think there was one other person there that wasn't technically their room because I have two other roommates and there's another person I know that wasn't their room so we were all in a closed area we were all above 21.
Okay. So the thing about this is that on the I I've been it was your parents actually who, as you know,
Yeah.
it was your parents who were in contact with the
Yeah, so
counselor at school, and it seems like I mean it's your parents are rather concerned about this, and that some of this has taken place before you were 21? Can you?
Yeah, when I was younger, like like I would have a couple of drinks. You're a teenager, like through my teenagers years, like yeah, like, but I mean, like I understand why they're upset. Like it makes because they're sending me to college. This is how this whatever I do here makes up how the rest of my career is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, and that's why I was willing to come here, because I don't want to get kicked out of school at the end of the day. I want to continue my education, so I'm not some McDonald's worker. I
Okay.
want to be like a natural.
But you'd like to continue to
Yeah.
drink, but you also want to stay in school.
Of course.
And
Like I like, but like I want to like have fun at the same time, but I also still want to.
okay. So that's I guess that's our dilemma then,
Yeah.
right? That you want to you enjoy it. It seems to me like you enjoy drinking. You feel you're an adult.
It's a very big social like thing,
part of the
like,
social
yeah.
structure. It's just what goes on.
It's just what
and-
happens. So after on Friday nights, we usually head to the local bar in the city, and
Yeah, and you've managed to maintain these really excellent grades.
yeah,
And
I'm a AB honor roll student. I've been
yeah.
so
So I'm guessing from your viewpoint, you would just, I mean, you would really like it if these people just all back off and just let you continue the lifestyle that you have.
yeah. But at the same time, in a way, I kind of do understand, because I have family members who also drink. I mean, like everyone, like kind of seems though like everyone drinks. Like everyone will have like a beer here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I understand why they're upset, but at the same time, like you said, I want to be a kid. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Like
be a young
even though
person.
I'm not a kid.
No,
but
be a young adult.
Yeah, like, I'm in
and
my-
do
I'm
what
in-
people do in college.
I'm in my prime at this point.
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
21 years old. Like I'm
Yeah.
in my prime years.
best part of life,
Exactly,
right?
like-
Yeah. So, tell me, do you see any, like from the people you know who drink, etc. Do you see anything? Do you see anything that's like a negative about the lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, there's family members who drink and will spend all their money that they have on that paycheck instead of it going towards food or their kids, or they'll just but like I don't ever intend for myself to be that bad, but like like 20
Yeah.
years old.
Right, right. So, I mean, at this age, so
Yeah.
so do you know anything about like when maybe they started drinking?
Oh, they start at like 8 or 9. Like,
Oh, wow.
they've been pushing it, but then I also like hear stories about like my friend's parents. One of my friend's dad died last year, and he was so addicted to alcohol they were found mouthwash with them because that's 2% of alcohol in it, and that
Wow.
little alcohol,
Yeah.
they end up dying of hypothermia under a bridge
Oh, my goodness.
because
Yeah.
he could have even
Yeah.
like yeah.
So so on the one hand you're really enjoying this, but on the other hand you see that
Like I see the effects of it. Like it's not a lifestyle that I would want to like make my lifestyle. Like yeah, like have it like as a fun social, but I don't want it to be my lifestyle.
okay, you don't want it to control you.
No,
Is
I
that
like
what
at
you-
the end of the day.
I don't mean to put words in your mouth.
No,
but-
no, but at
but
the end of the
that's-
day, I don't want to be considered an alcoholic. I don't want to have alcoholism. Like it's like with all the new studies come out, you see how unhealthy it is to, like it's unhealthy. But it's at the same time, like I still want to be able to have like a drink here and there, but not be like a alcoholic who's like worthless to their family or.
Okay. So tell me, do you know anything about AA? Have you heard anything about it?
They did suggest me to AA. I had the choice between. So they wanted me to seek counseling first.
All
That
right.
was this is the first step I've taken.
Okay.
So like I said, I don't see myself as that extreme. Like I rather and the thing I don't also like about AA, it's more of an open group.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I kind of have like certain things to where I kind of like. I keep like keeping things personal. Like,
All right.
With things like this, I don't feel comfortable speaking to
Okay.
a large
Large group.
group.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel about AA?
like 10 being
10 being like totally acceptable of it.
like a 3.
Like a 3. All right. Okay. So,
Like if I could, like, obviously, like I kind of know, like I'm more of at the beginning stages of being an alcoholic, as I guess as you could say, like, because
right.
technically I do drink, like, so it would make me considered an alcoholic, but I don't consider myself as the extremist. Like I gave you that one example of my friend's dad, who's like a
yes,
yeah, but no, like, so I don't know.
So, tell me this: if you could put some conditions in place about going to an AA meeting, what would they be?
Conditions. Like, what do you mean?
You would go. I would be willing to go if.
Okay. I would be willing to go if it was more one-on-one, because I physically see myself. Because really, when I get into a larger group, I don't know. It's just me. Like, I don't really.
It's a lot of people. It's not
yeah,
just you.
Yeah, but I don't really feel at that point like I want to help myself. Like I kind of like, you know, like others. Like you look at others, but then I also don't want to go to AA and be one of those people that are like, oh, he's a lot worse than me. I'm not doing that bad. Okay, let's have a drink.
Well, that's what we would be called. That's what we call judging. So if you went
and we're human, of course I'm gonna go sit into a place. I'm gonna look at someone. I'm not gonna like say out loud like you're an alcoholic. Like I'm not gonna be like that. But in my head, I'm gonna be like, this dude is nuts.
Yeah,
like,
and if you're judging him, you feel like he's judging you.
Exactly. And it's not
ways?
really one-on-one. And at the same time, I really don't feel as though it's other people's business.
So, from what you're telling me, here, in AA, people have you have a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you could meet with your sponsor first, outside of the group,
Of course.
Which would be a one-on-one.
And when it comes to these sponsors, I can choose my sponsor.
Okay, choose your sponsor.
So because
talk to some people first?
because as like I've heard about this, like because I have looked into A, like it was an offer thing. So we because that's why I made the decision when I found out this was more one-on-one and more private.
Mm-hmm.
And with AA, I know it being like it's a like a fun like
it can
public,
be a larger group.
But it's also publicly funded. It's not as, I don't feel as though I get the same protections also, because I feel as though I can talk to you about things I can't say in AA, because at the end of the day I could say the wrong thing and I just screwed up my life.
So just so you're aware, that when you go to an AA meeting, there are certain protections built in.
Okay.
But I can understand your concerns about too many people or an open meeting.
But at the same time, it's not like those people took the oath to keep my stuff private. At the end of the day, it's the person who works there that I would trust the person who works there. I don't trust the people.
The people in the group.
Yes.
So
if I could do like AA and like be in like a smaller group, maybe like that would be a condition that I would have. Like, keeping it smaller and keeping it more towards realistically people like me. So I don't want someone in my and I know you can't really choose this at the end of the day. Like I can want what I want, but we could do this. Okay, but I'd rather have people who are my age group are dealing with the same things as me. Like, so in a way we can kind of like all help each other, and we can essentially be each other's like sponsors.
So you have better trust level if the people in the group were your age.
Or someone my age, or someone dealing with the same, or someone, I don't care if they're older, but dealing with like a lighter. I don't want to be in the same room with someone who is like wasting all their paycheck to paycheck.
I understand.
Like I'd rather be with someone who is a functioning member of society who does have a problem.
All right. So if you could be in a smaller group, maybe like no more than 4 or 5 people.
Okay, that sounds good.
People who are your age, all right? College students doing well in college, that. So match to you, who you are. If you could select your sponsor, like maybe interview a few people first and select your sponsor.
Actually, I have one of my really good friends. He's actually been clean for 6 years now.
Okay.
And I was, if we were going to do the AA route, I would.